so there are elements that look different about him. But he looks different as well because I think when the original DmC came out, it was just all about being cool. Times have moved on, and the stuff that was cool back then isn't cool anymore.
Needs an update.
Yeah.
And we drew a lot of inspiration from kind of Western rebellion, so Jack Kerouac, the Sex Pistols in particular. Jack Kerouac, the Sex Pistols in particular.
Times have moved on, and the stuff that was cool back then isn't cool anymore.
Jack Kerouac, the Sex Pistols in particular.
And the stuff that was cool back then isn't cool anymore.
I was here years ago as a child. I explored the whole facility unseen. I sensed a demon under the factory. Succubus, an ancient one. I believe it's the source of the psychotropic ingredient.
Oh, I'm so happy that we watched Futurama before doing this. Because look.
Gross.
What is that basically?
That's hilarious.
And look at the fucking like the balloon and the logo for it. Oh, it makes you sexual performance by 63% if you drink it every day.
If you're told something's true often enough, you tend to believe it. Told me I was crazy for seeing demons.
Yeah. They tried telling me I was a basket case too.
Wanted to put me on drugs. It would make me better. They lied. They just wanted to keep me weak. Docile.
Boy, the more this group or whatever, this rebellion group that they're in, the more they talk about like, oh, they just wanted to keep me weak. They just wanted to keep me under control. The more I'm like, you guys seem like canon or QAnon is what it kind of just seems like.
They sure do.
Like, there are definitely like times you can do like rebelling against the man type stories and have it be fine. They Live is a pretty good example. I love this. Somebody took that image of him like cutting like here and being like ah, and they put it next to original Dante, who is standing like this, and he has a sword going through his chest, and he's just like just no, never mind about it. Like he just doesn't even care. And it's just
tickles.
It's funny because I'm like, he's half human, and yet he's more invincible.
Inside the factory, but there is no physical way to reach it from our world. Only from Limbo. There's a rift inside.
Well, that's convenient. I also seem to recall streaming this part way back in the day when me and Ian would stream on a weekly basis.
This way, I think.
Well, then I'm going the other way.
Yes, but it was during an out-of-body experience years ago.
You're flying around in spirit form.
Yeah, in Limbo. Virgil says it could be an effective intelligence gathering tool, but I can't do it at will.
So, how did you do it before?
I love that I'm like,
Triggered by extreme psychosomatic
they're talking to each other like they're right next to each other, but I
Right.
was like
What are the nightmares?
behind walls and corridors.
She's just talking at a normal level.
Well, I mean, like, you're psychic. You could just thought speak to me, but the game didn't think that far ahead. So naturally, I'm just gonna like explore every other area that I can. Oh, that's odd. I can't do any of the stuff I like.
Nope. I can do any of the stuff I like.
Whatever. Fine. Continue the story, I guess. Now, I mean, like, to be fair, like, Capcom, I guess, went to this studio and said, we want you to like, take Devil May Cry in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to a certain point, I'm like, well, I mean, they did.
They did.
It's I mean, I don't excuse the director being
A shithead.
a shithead. But as far as, like, the rest of the team goes, like, they were
Doing their job.
They were doing like they would not have been given Devil May Cry if they were just going to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that Capcom wanted that and fans didn't.
not.
I was just a child.
They just wanted they wanted more of the same but
I
like better gameplay.
Yeah, I was like, I think that if the director wouldn't have been such a shithead,
Yeah.
it might have, like, things might have gone a little different. I think it still wouldn't have gone over very well. It obviously didn't make very much money, but
No. You mean like fan reception?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it might have gone over, like, more people might have been willing to at least give it a chance. A more fair chance.
Yeah.
If he didn't, like, look the fans directly in the eye and go, I don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
Once I've reached the mixing room,
And it's like, okay, well, then your game is not going to go over as well because people, I mean, like, look at what happened. They boycotted it and then tried to get a petition to take it off the shelves.
Yeah.
Obviously that didn't work, but you
And that's
pissed them
stupid.
off so much that they were willing to do that.
Honestly, you only have to piss them off enough to not buy the game,
Stencil.
and then from that point on, you're fucked.
Yeah.
If they're not buying it, then it's gonna end up affecting you in the long run.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I feel like if he wouldn't have been such a jerk, at least
Boy.
the fans might have been more willing to give it
try
a shot.
Yeah. And the thing is, because you hit the nail on the head when you said that you tried to appeal to so many people that you did. Obviously, you didn't pull in enough new people to make up for the fans that
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
you're right. It's a lot bigger here in Limbo. What next?
Head back to the mixing room.
Yeah.
I'll meet you there.
Boy, like
Stupidity. Drink virility.
that was the best take you had, huh?
Right.
And like, boy, like watching those interviews of the director guy is, it was annoying in the time, but like especially now that like clearly this game series did not take
go over
off.
well, yeah.
It's kind of like it's kind of hilarious, but it's also a little cringy.
It's definitely cringy for sure. 'Cause it's just like he really, for whatever reason in his mind, he thought, well, this is gonna be the new
it.
way.
Yeah,
Like,
is
this
the way,
is gonna happen.
and it super ain't that. This isn't it.
And yeah, like, and so he thought, well, I don't care how many bridges I burn because I'm gonna have all these other new fans who are gonna fucking love it,
Yeah.
and so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna make jokes, I'm gonna say rude things because I don't care.
Because
Like-
I don't think it's cool. It's like,
It's like, it's not really about, like, to a point, like, as the director, you should have some sort of a vision, you should have some sort of a say.
sure.
Because that's why you're the director. But,
Yeah.
like, to some extent, you also have to realize it's not solely about you. It's about appealing to, like, an audience of some kind.
Yeah.
Every director knows that. Every director in the back of their mind has some sort of vision that will appeal to someone. They have a certain type of person in mind when they make decisions.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and if they also think that it's cool, then fantastic.
great.
Like, you should be proud of your work. You should like it. I mean, I would hope that you do.
Yeah.
But, like, you should have some sort of a something.
Yeah. And like, I understand, like, big budget things like this and like movies and like Broadway are they're like a business. And like, it obviously shouldn't be all that you're worried about, but it needs to play some element in there rather than not at all. Oh, it's another red one. Boy, if you had any kind of like certain kinds of color blindness, you'd be fucked with telling the difference between these enemies. If you were any kind of colorblind. Mm-hmm. No. Not that one. Ooh. Oops. Not quite close enough.
That happens in a few games, though, like, where something is color-based, and so people
Yeah.
who are colorblind have a hard time. We watched somebody play some game with robots.
Yeah.
It's a hard game, I guess. I don't know. We watched it and it was like there's blue, or like the bad guys are red or something, and you have to be able to. I don't know. It was color based.
The whole game, or just that moment?
The bad guys were always
Oh.
like a certain color or whatever, and that poor person just had a really hard time.
Now I'm really curious what that is.
We watched it together. I can't remember
Yeah.
who it was.
Ah. Oh. Damn it. Come on, dude. Be a real shame if there wasn't a wall around to fight those guys. Okay, how do I get you? Give me that.
Give me that. I want that.
Give me that thing. And yeah, like I was saying, it was like, hopefully, like, I don't want to sound like, you know, greedy or anything like that when it comes to, like, you know, a film or a game or a Broadway production or any production, really. Like, obviously you shouldn't only be concerned about pulling in sales. Like, that shouldn't be your only concern, but I don't know. It's a balancing act. You can't expect your thing, whatever you directed to make, to be well received if you just shit on everyone,
Especially if it's
your potential customers.
like especially if it's kind of like a spin-off of something else that you've done that was very popular.
Yeah, with
If
a
you
background.
want it to have a fighting chance, you need to present it in a way that you could be like, hey guys, we're doing this new thing, and to try to like pull your existing fans in and be like, you might like it, it's got these similarities, but it's got a little bit of a twist. And like to make it seem like, no, we didn't completely ruin the thing you like or completely change the thing you like, but we did make some differences and you still might like it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, try to like present it in a more positive way versus like, I don't care that you complain. I don't care this is what you wanted. I don't care
The thing you like
that
sucks.
the thing you like I didn't like. So we're just going to crap all over it and you guys are dumb.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to win you points.
No, it's not.
And honestly, if I was a new fan like coming in and I heard that, I'd be like, well, I don't know if I like this because of the way you did. Like, what if I end up liking this and then later you decide you didn't like it and then you decide to change the thing I like and then crap all over me?
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, then I don't know if I really want to play these games.
Yeah. And like, I mean, I'm trying to think of like a movie example. It's kind of hard to, though. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, man, game news is really unique in the sense that like,
It is. I would
Oh.
how I would attest it a
This-
little bit
this
is
doesn't
you are
make
in a
sense.
predicament.
this doesn't make sense.
Would be like Disney doesn't do it in the same sense of like they crap all over the fans in general, but what they do
I don't know. What's supposed to do.
what they do is, you know, they do all of these live action remakes because that's what they think everybody wants.
Yeah.
And
it's
they're
like,
like, oh, see, it's new and cool and real. And, like, in reality, it's like, no, most of your original fans are happy with your originals and would be more happy if you came out with something completely different that didn't crap all over my childhood.
Yeah.
My nostalgia hurts.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like that in the sense of, like, I really loved this thing, and you did something that it was like it, and it had the same name as it, and it kind of looks like it, and the story's similar, but it's not the same, and it kind of made it worse.
Yeah. Like, you kind of lost what had me from before
Yeah.
the first time.
Like, the magic is gone. So it's kind of like that. This was a little more drastic, and one person looking straight at the camera and going, fuck you. But it's kind of like that.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Maybe this way. No, that just kind of... Oh. Maybe there? No, that's where I came from? I don't know. Let's try it. Okay. Nope. That just took me in a big circle. So yeah, I'm officially out of ideas.
I don't know what you're supposed to do.
I mean, I know what the goal is. I just don't know where that goal would be. Oh. Okay. I was perfectly capable of jumping that to myself. Okay. That kind of looks like something.
Yeah.
I like how he almost didn't make that jump. Okay.
Can you pull that one over?
Sure can't.
Nope, sure can.
Nope. Here's what I did last time. I explored down there. It just takes me in a big circle. I went to this thing. It took me here, here, into this, but
you can't do anything to that, even with the big
everything
red
bounces off of it.
sword.
So I'm kind of like,
There's gotta be something else you have to do first.
yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, that's likely.
Can you go to that one?
I already went. Yeah, I went to this, which took me to here, which took me to here, and this is where I started.
Oh.
So I'm
Okay.
a little lost.
Okay, let's go again.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. That's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to go that way. There's nothing else.
I was expecting the bang sound. So that's where I went before.
Okay. Can you go that way at all?
Yeah. Just kind of like a... Oh! I'm gonna feel really... Okay, so here's where we start running into a serious fucking problem.
It's fire and ice.
Because,
he froze him.
because if they're next to each other and I try to hit the white guy,
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
it will
'Cause
bounce
you
off.
have to hit them with special...
Certain ones, yes. If I try to hit the red guy and the white guy, the ice guy, oops.
Is in the way at all.
Yep, my combo just gets lost, and it's really, really fucking irritating. Especially since the white, the angel weapons, I keep saying white, and it doesn't sound good. The angel weapons reach really far.
Right.
So there's a good chance
that he will be in the way at some point.
And again, there's no lock on, so I can't guarantee that he isn't gonna attack the other guy.
Yeah. Yeah, because they also hate each other.
Yes, they surely do. You are correct. Oof, okay.
Okay, one down.
That wasn't as bad. But man, I lost a lot of health this then. Okay. Oh, that made me a little nauseous just then.
It's fair.
Oh my god, all I had to do was just run over here. Fuck. Well, thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
I did not. This This is why we're good at escape rooms, is because you think of the simple solution that I would never consider because I make it overly complicated. What is this music? This is different. That guy's just wandering around me like,
Yeah, maybe
I'll wait
hit
for my
him.
turn.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Frustrating.
Wouldn't mind, except that I don't have a whole lot of weapons to work with.
Yeah.
Oh, that barely hit. Wow, there's a lot of just swinging around and looking fancy.
They were all like just far enough away.
Yeah, it worked somehow.
Whatever works.
Oh, come on. Oh no, come on. There you go. Oh boy. I'm faster. I'm smarter.
I'm fine.
Oh good. My favorite combination.
Good job.
Oh, I don't know how that didn't hit him, but I'm fine with
but
it.
whatever works.
Yeah, that's fine. The only way I could survive with that stupid mechanic was to just isolate one of them, usually the angel one, and just get him up in the air and
Take care of him.
just take care of him. Yeah. It's
Curse
real mature.
words.
Again, I don't even know what those fucking things are.
I
They
don't
look like
know.
Beyblades. No,
I didn't
thought
know
that
the
would...
demons
Whoa.
knew curse words.
I mean, the demons. Makes sense. I guess.
Okay.
Wouldn't they swear constantly?
I don't know. Do they know what those words are? Maybe just from watching humans.
They got worse from watching humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. What was what movie was it where an AI gets hooked up to the internet and it researches, like it watches like, you know, news clips and YouTube shit for like an hour, and it's like, oh fuck humanity.
I don't know.
What movie is that?
I feel like all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I believe. Oh, and you know what it was?
Huh.
It's fucking Age of Ultron.
Oh.
Like Avengers 2 is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I didn't remember the name, because Avengers 2.
We don't wish it to go that way.
Guess I'm not going that way.
Where the hell is that mixing room?
Mm-hmm.